Hello and welcome to the second episode of Humans of RESN. Today we've got Abu Bakar with us. How are you going today?
Doing pretty good, June. Yourself?
Good. So happy to have you on here as our second guest. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions and I guess we'll just get right into it. So my first question, I guess, is how long have you been with Resin?
I have been with Resin since probably mid-April, late April. Came on towards the start of the year, yeah.
And what made you join Resin?
Funny story. I had a friend that was in Resin as a tutor, and at the time that I joined, Resin was signing up for a video editor, a videographer and a photographer. So I'm well known in my cohort for my YouTube videos and their amazing editing. So this friend who's seen those videos, he's like, hey, why don't you join Resin and you can do videos there? And I'm like, sounds good. So here we are today.
So that leads on nicely to our next question, which is what your role is and what you like the most about it.
All right, so photography and videography. I'm the guy with the camera that's snapping everything from the background, getting all the natural shots, maybe taking photos of people when they're not looking, because that's where you get, the best emotions from people. And then at the end of the day, going home, collating all the footage together, splicing it up, putting in some flashy effects, making things look nice. So in a nutshell, that's my role at Resin.
So exciting. It's going to be very meta for you to be editing this video, hey?
Yes, it will be. I've got to watch myself in recording, so this is going to be great.
Well, I hope you have fun with that. Okay, so the next question we'd like to hear your answer to is who you are outside of Resin, what you study, and whether you whether you have a job, those kinds of things.
I'm that one person that has too many hobbies and not enough time. So I've picked up a lot of creative stuff along the years. Photoshop, video editing. At the moment, I've started picking up 3D modeling. So I'm making little thingos and 3D printing them out of plastics and stuff. And that's really cool.
So
I also live nice up in the northern suburbs. We got a little 6-acre property up here. So we've got animals, we've got sheep, the alpacas, the horse.
Stop, alpacas?
Yes,
oh
yes,
my God, my favorite.
Yes, alpacas. And dirt bikes and stuff like that as well. So good fun. None of that really ties in very well with what I study. I'm studying biomedicine at Monash Uni, which is a massive trip from where I live to there. It's about a 2-hour journey by public transport. So it gets bad some mornings, when you got to get up at 6, 7 o'clock just to make it all the way to uni at time for your first class in the morning. But it's a living.
God, that sounds grueling. Yeah. Surely though, when you're editing this, insert some photos of the alpacas.
I'll see what I have. I'll
also your pet parrot.
Yeah, the parrot as well. He's made some contributions to Zooms and meetings and stuff. But yeah, I'll definitely throw up pictures. Maybe I'll put him in the background behind me or something, make it look really, really flashy. Yes.
I mean, it's only fair if he's already featured in some other videos as well, so that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's really enlightening. Okay, so what is your favorite Resin service and why?
Personally, the whole... Sorry, that's what happens when you live at home with 4 younger brothers.
Oh gosh.
This is going to continue for a while. They're arguing about, I think, not going to bed. Anyway, favorite Resin service. It'll probably just the coolest thing I've seen so far is the way the tutoring, the online Q&A sort of thing works. students can submit a question, gets answered by the tutor straight away. That's a very neat feature. Honestly,
our signature thing that we started off with. Yeah, very good.
It is way ahead of its time, that's for sure. Honestly, Resin will go far if it was just based on that. So obviously tying in everything else, it is a great organization. And this isn't even a plug, this is just me being completely honest.
Straight facts.
Straight facts.
I guess there's only one more question left, and that is, what is one funky fact about yourself?
I'm going to have to turn off the background because I've done this before and it doesn't show up very well.
Okay.
Give me a second. There we go, something a little more comfortable. So, back in grade 2, I fell off the trampoline. And, terrible fall, not good for a little kid to be falling off a trampoline. But I broke my arm in a sling for 6 weeks, all the usual stuff. And then coming out of it, what ended up happening was, it was right on the elbow, the break too, went almost right through the middle. What ended up happening is, coming out of the break, it healed backwards. So my elbow bends, I think it's only about 3 degrees in the other direction.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, and I can, break it on command by bending it the other way. Coolest thing about it is that now that arm also doesn't bend. So this arm doesn't bend as much as this arm does. So I can touch my shoulder straight away. This one is difficult.
Yeah.
And all that not bending was translated to going the other way. So.
Oh, wow. That is very, very cool.
Backwards arm.
Well, there you have it, folks. It was so lovely to have this chat with you. I think I've learned a lot about you, Abubakar, and it is so great to have you on the socials team and the digital marketing team. You're a very valued member. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.